What's up, guys? So today's video I'm going to be talking about eye color and how it can reflect your personality. I have a website up here. I will link it below. Its first little paragraph phrase thing states, you've heard the eyes are the window of the souls, but science has found a way to turn that phrase into a reality. So we're going to be looking at that, but before I go too much further, if you could click the link in the description down below and donate to My Febfast. You'll be helping to enable young people experiencing severe disadvantage to access the resources and support they need to lead healthy and fulfilling lives. You'll be helping to build a community where they are valued and included and have every opportunity to thrive, as well as reducing the frequency and severity of alcohol, drug and mental health related issues, including self-harming and antisocial behaviours in young Australians. I think it's a very worthy cause. Wouldn't be asking you guys to do it if I didn't, so please click that link below and help out as much as you can. Alright, on to today's video. And before I get too stuck into this, just a little bit of a heads up in case the next couple of videos don't come out on time. Found that I have a little bit of a scheduling conflict of sorts. I'm going to go see Birds of Prey tonight, the Harley Quinn movie, with a friend. I am going to be doing a review on that movie. I had hoped to have that video up earlier, but haven't been able to afford it until now. That is to actually go to the cinema and see the film. Can't review a film if I haven't seen it. So I'm going to go see that tonight. That's it. That screening is at 9 PM. Tomorrow's video, however, is supposed to be a park run in Foster. Now, park run generally starts at about 8 AM. I've got to double check for Foster's exact times, but it should be about 8 AM. Meaning that I would be up early enough to get dressed and sort of get myself ready to go down to the Foster park run. So I've got some quite fun times ahead of me. Sleep tonight's going to be interesting because it's basically going to be a case of I get home and go straight to sleep so I can be up having had enough rest. So I'm just hoping that insomnia doesn't hold me back from that, because I would really like to get both of those videos done. And so yeah, so that's what we're hoping for. If those videos don't come up on time, or if I have to change the park run video for something else because I didn't make it, or whatever happens, just wanted to give you guys a bit of a heads up. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So this, what are we? iHeartIntelligence.com, I believe, is the website. The main sort of section here for the article, its little intro, that is, goes, you know those online quizzes that ask you to choose a door and then reveal unknown information about your personality? Yeah, those are sort of fun, but not very accurate. Our eyes are a physical part of us and therefore can tell us more about ourselves. According to a study done by scientists at Örebro University, I hope I'm pronouncing that town name correctly, in Sweden, patterns in the iris can give an indication of whether we are warm and trusting or neurotic and impulsive. Researchers compared the eyes of 428 subjects with their personality traits to see if these structures in the iris reflected their characters. What they found was that our eye color is affected by the same genes that form our frontal lobes, relating that there are distinctly shared behaviours in people with similarly coloured eyes. So, with the rest of that just sort of goes into more depth about that. But with that overarching statement, we will get into the colours. Now, the writer of this article does put in their own little bit here where they say that they have brown eyes that change from being light to dark depending on their mood. I know that I have friends and family members who their eye colours will fluctuate. My sisters are blue. They will fluctuate from like a really bright blue to sort of more of a grey colour depending on the weather as well. So environmental factors and like your mood and stuff can have an effect on the colour of your eye, and if that happens to you, take both extremes and see if it sort of reflects parts of your personality. So this one starts with dark brown eyes. Dark brown eyes could also be black eyes. I know that black's sometimes a option when you're choosing your eye colour. And it reads, more than likely you are a natural leader. If you don't think that description is accurate, you may be surprised to know that that's how people see you. Those with eyes that appear almost black, they are so dark, have the rarest eye colour. With that being said, they are often thought of as secretive or mysterious. However, a study in Current Psychology reported by Medical Daily found that those with darker eyes are generally thought of as agreeable. The more melanin in your system, the darker your eyes are. Personality and individual differences published a study that says people with very dark eyes tend to drink considerably less than those with lighter eyes. Another study by Fort Hays State University found that people with darker colour eyes are better at sports which require hitting targets such as tennis. Melanin operates as an insulator for connections between brain cells. The more melanin, the quicker the brain reacts. We then come into brown eyes, and these ones are sort of the more lighter golder ones. I'm not sure if gold eyes is going to come up here, but that's sort of the direction we're heading here. According to the Charles University in Prague, those with brown eyes are seen as loyal, trustworthy, respectful and gentle, but certainly not submissive. If you disagree with those descriptions, maybe you are cranky from not getting enough sleep. And honestly, that's a full mood. Chronobiology International published a study which showed that those with brown eyes tend to sleep 2 hours less than those with light-coloured eyes, and they generally have poorer sleep cycles. Yeah. Cool. They also found that those with brown eyes have a harder time waking up in the morning. It's not just me. Cool. Just so we're aware, the thumbnail for this is actually my own eye. So you can literally read into this whatever you like from looking at my eye. We're getting to know each other, okay? Blue eyes, inner and physical strength are two traits you possess, but many people may not see that about you. In fact, most people don't often see the real you and might negatively judge you before getting to know you. People may see you as shy, untrustworthy, or weaker than you really are. The Daily Mail reported in 2006, German psychologists found that blue-eyed children tended to be wary of new things and were considerably less open around their peers. Do you find that people treat you a certain way because you have blue eyes? It was reported in Medical Daily, many people perceive people with blue eyes as being competitive and even egotistical. Regardless of these negative estimations, a pilot study conducted by the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine discovered that women with lighter coloured eyes seem to tolerate pain better during childbirth than those with darker eyes. They also appear to handle the stress of childbirth better. Dr. Belfer of the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine says in a study involving 58 pregnant women, 24 with dark eyes, 24 with light coloured eyes, that equals 48 guys. I think they may have done a bit of a typo while typing this up. Anyway, 24 with dark coloured eyes, 24 with light coloured eyes, those with light eyes achieve greater reductions in postpartum anxiety, depression, and rumination. If you're someone with blue eyes, maybe it's possible that your curious yet cautious nature comes across as being aloof to others. Grey eyes. It is rare to have grey eyes. They are a variation of blue eyes, just slightly darker, or more pale, depending on how you sort of look at it. The Tech Museum of Innovation says dark grey eyes have more melanin in the front of the eyes, while pale light grey eyes have considerably less. Having dark grey eyes means you are a very well balanced person, or you are a two-sided coin type person. Maybe there's a sort of Jekyll and Hyde thing going on inside of you. Depending on who needs what, you can be different things to different people. This can either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how much control you have over your emotions. Having light grey eyes means you might have had to work a little harder in life to get where you wanted to be. You have to work at being taken seriously, but you also keep your defenses up. It takes a while to break through your concerned and wary shell, but you care immensely for those who are able to burst through. Hazel eyes. The one colour that is hard to describe, hazel. They are called this because of their resemblance of the colour of a hazelnut. According to the Eye Doctor Guide, hazel eyes look as though they change colour from green to brown, or as an iris with two different colours. Hazel eyes are uncommon, and as such, those with this shade are often told from a young age that they are unique. Even the specifics surrounding the colours of hazel eyes are different to each individual who has them. People with hazel eyes are hard to read. This eye colour varies from person to person, as does the amount of melanin in the eyes, so it is difficult to pin down a personality type. However, one common thread seems to be that they have a balanced personality, never one to jump to extremes. This is true. In all of those questions where it's rate on a scale of 1 to 10 or agree to disagree, and you've got a couple of options in the middle, I will never pick strongly agree or disagree, or 0 and 10 or whatever. I sort of agree in the middle sort of thing on those tests. Dr. Matthew Leach of the University of South Australia says people with hazel eyes might have mixed colours in their eyes due to materials from the bloodstream that are broken down due to liver imbalance. Cool. With that being said, people with hazel eyes might be more likely to experience digestive issues. Okay. Interesting stuff coming up here. And green eyes. I believe this is the last colour on this list. Those of you with green eyes, most people see you as mysterious, alluring, and sexy. The Impulse Corporation of Los Angeles released a study pertaining to the appeal of different eye colours. Most commonly heard when asked about green eyes was the word sexy. Also, when asked what eye colour the participants would like to change theirs to, the majority answered with green. Those with green eyes have a balance of melanin which keeps them agreeable yet dominant, like those with brown eyes, and also strong yet cautious, like those with blue eyes. Ophthalmologist surgeon Dr. Hamadi Khalel has gone over many of the research studies on the topic of eye colour and says that people with green eyes have an air of mystery and a quiet self-sufficiency. They are often unpredictable but slow to anger. They are original, creative, and perform well under great pressure. And then this article finishes off by saying, now that you've read these descriptions, do you think yours is accurate? I think it's important to keep in mind that though these studies relate to your eye colour, relate our eye colour to our personality traits, our life experiences are what really define us for who we are and how we react. But it's still an interesting topic of conversation. And now that you have this information, it would be really cool to hear from you guys in the comment section about whether or not you think your colour and your colours agree with you. If you have hazel eyes, do the two different colours in your particular hazel reflect your personality? It'd be interesting to find out. So let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you if you want to see more videos from me and be alerted when I upload new ones. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.